Knights in capes!
Bum 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 bum.
Oh, rogues!
We're sneaky!
Like, I just looked up from my phone, and I see the look on your face appear like constipation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, you were about ready to have, like, a huge fucking brain aneurysm. Right?
Yeah, but join us.
As we entertain the geeky?
Yes.
Who's us?
Me and you.
Me and you? You and I?
Chris and Roger.
Singing in the rain?
Singing in the rain.
Doing some shit?
I mean, yeah.
So your woman's sitting right next to us. She's not going to talk much this episode, she says, but she's looking at this creepy-ass craft book.
So that's our first Christmas together. I bought her this book.
What is it called?
It's called Big Ass Book of Crafts
2, because the first one wasn't enough.
And
bigger, badder, sassier. Oh, my phone just...
It is creepy as fuck.
It is, no.
They have, like, baby dolls. They mutilate baby dolls. And make, like, night lights out of them. Salt and pepper shakers. It's morbid.
It's really creepy. And it makes me think of going to Michael's in a whole new light.
I don't ever want to go to Michael's again.
No.
I'm going to see, like, bits and pieces of these poor baby dolls. And I'm like, no.
Aww. That's sad.
Somebody's going to use that for a nightlight.
You know, one of the worst presents I ever got from a significant other was a lamp. And they thought it was a good idea to take my favorite beer.
Yeah.
And put it into a lamp. And the worst part was I didn't get to drink the beer. So it was a waste of my favorite beer.
What a monster.
Right? And you know, it's one of those presents that you get that you have to do the aw, thank you.
We're drinking Craftig tonight.
We are. This was a Killian's.
Huh?
It was a Killian's lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's like you get those bad gifts where you gotta pretend like you like them. You know, where you're just like, thanks, but
no thanks.
I would rather have the $20 you spent on this.
Right.
Like, what's one that you've got? Like the worst gifts now we're not saying who it's from.
Worst gift that I've got.
Should we not have Tara in the room for this
No,
conversation?
it's not that. Fucking shirts.
You hate shirts? I love
certain shirts.
Okay.
So, I always bought my dad obnoxious shirts and stuff because I thought it was funny.
Such as?
I got one that said, I'm from Cockblock. I studied at Cockblock Dojo. It's funny as fuck, dude. But, like, it's a shirt that you would never wear. And it was always stuff like that. When I was, like, 7 or 8 years old, I bought him an extra small Swedish-made penis enlarger. It was Austin Powers branded. It was funny. It was from Spencer's Gifts. He was pissed because his kid bought that for him.
When you were 7?
I was, like, 7 or 8, yeah. It was fucking funny.
You had a demented childhood.
I was a fucked up kid.
You bought your dad a penis enlarger.
Yeah, but, you know.
At 7.
You want the best for your dad.
You don't even know what a penis enlarger is at 7.
No idea.
You just saw Austin Powers and thought it'd be funny, didn't you?
Well, Austin Powers and penis, so you're like, ah! I'll buy it.
It's gotta be good.
So shirts. Like, I'm the most awesome person in your galaxy and stuff like that. Sorry, Mom.
That's an awesome shirt.
She gets me, like, they're funny shirts, but I'm like, I can't wear this in public because I look like a dick.
Like you care.
Nah, I mean, I wear them in public still.
Like, let's be honest. Like, look, my favorite shirts all have holes in them.
Yeah.
Like, I have this one red shirt that I wear not out in public because my wife has told me I'm not allowed to. So every chance I get, I put it on just to annoy her. Because she hates it, but it's like it fits perfectly. But there's a hole like here on my shoulder, and like a hole down here from smoking. You know,
Roger just sets his cigarettes on his stomach.
Well, like there was a time in my life where I would just sit there all like my big fat belly hanging out, just like I'm a redneck, and you put the cigarette right there in the where the gut and the chest meet, and like the cherry would fall off. That's where this came from.
You would just set it down there, though. I'm picturing you using it like an ashtray. You're just like,
yeah, whatever. I don't care. I mean, my God, that was oh,
nothing geeky there.
Nothing
just
geeky there.
White trashy.
No, we were like that brought up like I can't talk about that on the air. We'll save that one for off the air.
Fair enough.
One cannot go out there.
Fair enough.
Oh, that was a dirty, dirty girl. All right.
We keep getting trailers and stuff for video games.
Yes.
There are a few games that I really want to play. But
Such as?
Destiny 2. I'm so stoked for that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know you don't care.
I'll get it.
But
I like the first Destiny. I just jumped on board way too late. So...
I mean, so did I.
So I just... By the time I got onto Destiny seriously, I was like, oh, look, hey, guess what? Battlefield 1 came out. I'm good.
See, I never got into the Battlefield game.
You should.
Carl, the cosplayer, is always like, get on Elder Scrolls Online, play that. And I'm like, I haven't even bought
the Xbox?
it. Yeah.
I have Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
it's free to play right now.
Yeah, I know. But she's always like, play that. And I'm like, I don't really feel like it.
I don't really want to get into an MMO.
Exactly.
That's a lot of work. I downloaded Diablo 3 today.
Yeah, you did.
A lot of fun. I've never played a Diablo game.
Really?
Yeah. So, hey guys, if you're out there and you have Diablo on the Xbox, hit us up on Facebook. Let's set up a time. Let's go like do some raids or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what it's called in Diablo.
Let's do some things.
Let's go like kill some shit.
You know, me and Cody get on Overwatch a lot.
Yeah, they're doing. What's this new thing about Overwatch that's going on right now? This co-op game mode or whatever.
They've got some new game mode where you're like clearing out enemy robots. It's weird. It's different. It's hard. But it's a fun game mode. There's only so many characters that you can use, and they do that to increase difficulty. So like you get in there, somebody might have already picked your character, and you're like, well, damn, I guess I'll play so and so. Reinhardt, or whoever you didn't necessarily want to play.
Does it like totally piss on your parade?
Oh yeah.
You know, you get on the fucking Xbox Live and you tell a little 12-year-old, hop the fuck off. You're a grown ass adult. You paid $60.
I listened to Cody do that. He's like, hey, you're on my character. Get off.
No, he did.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Gamer tag Angry in Sweaters. That's either myself or Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically always active.
Is it? Mine's
if we're not
like mine's always active, but normally it's Courtney watching Netflix or Amazon Net lately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's digging The Sopranos right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I got so at my place of work, the 9 to 5.
The employment, the one that pays you money.
The one that pays me money.
All right.
I had a guy come in and install some new internet hardware.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the window, the pictures they painted on the windows.
No. No, we're not going to go there. We had a guy come in and install new internet hardware. And he's like the first thing the guy says to me, he's like, yeah, can you help me with this? Hold this up for a second. I was like, yeah, no problem. He's like, I just started this new series on Netflix. And I was like, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah, it's called Winona Earp.
It's so good!
That's what he said. And I'm like, that sounds like a comic. And he's
it
like,
is.
It's based on a graphic novel. I was like,
yeah.
No shit. So then he's like, yeah. And we start fucking talking about D&D. Guy's like, I've never played 5th edition. He's like, I'm on 3.5. He's like, that's the play system that I like. I'm like, dude, 5th edition is amazing.
Time to upgrade to a good edition.
Right?
Because 3rd edition sucks.
I'm like, do it, man. Just play 5th. He's like, well, I got to find a group. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I will find you a group.
Done.
I'm like, I will find
you
a
Nick
group
from New Jersey. Can you get down here?
Yeah, come on, Nick.
we need you to come run a D&D game.
I'm like, dude, I will find you a group, whatever. And he's like, cool. I'm like, check out our podcast. And he's like, this is amazing. Because he listens to a bunch of different podcasts. I got stuck at work late, okay? Just kind of hanging out with this guy.
Bye, Tara!
It was awesome. Awesome, man. It was so cool because I got to chat D&D with this dude. And just a good time.
I miss D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were playing... I'm playing Star Trek with Zach and Joe Moore and Shannon and O'Toole.
Mm-hmm.
And we almost blew up the galaxy last session.
You said that. Explain.
Yeah. Oh, did I? How to explain this? We're doing basically that Star Trek episode where they're drifting through a nebula, and I gotta pick up stuff for eggs and milk and dessert for tomorrow.
Good.
Sorry. Shit. Never mind. My story's stupid. I forgot what I was gonna say.
No,
Continue
you're talking
on.
about almost blowing up the nebula.
Okay, so yeah, we're going through the nebula, and like we hit pockets of interdimensional in another dimension.
Uh-huh.
So my response was, let's just warp to where we need to go. Just warp through the nebula to where this disabled ship is, drop out of warp, put the shields around us, we're good to go, we can transport, blah, 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 save the people. Problem is, as we're going warping through that, so the way warp works in Star Trek is you actually form a bubble around you, and space pushes you forward, right?
Yep.
Well, we're hitting the pockets of interdimensional beings, and we are just destroying interdimensional galaxies, like alternate realities, just blowing them up as we go through, and it creates this big ribbon that engulfs the whole nebula and collapses a star.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad.
You're like, we really messed some stuff up
Whatever, we saved 3 people's lives
and ended billions.
They don't count. They weren't in our reality. They were an alternate reality.
Is
They don't
that
count.
is that how you justify the
That's how I
killing
justify it. They don't
of
know.
trillions, probably?
More than trillions. Think about it. I don't know how many alternate realities we
Oh
blew
my
up.
god. Quintillions, gajillions.
Like, the number is so unfathomable. But yeah, just warp right through it. Just pop, 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 pop.
I think it's hilarious that they popped like bubbles.
They did. And they exploded and made this big ribbon come towards the ship.
And they were like, let's outfly the ribbon.
That's exactly what I said.
So, there was a chance that you guys landed outside of space and time.
No, we're good. Like in my head. Okay. In my head, the fact that we were protected in our own little warp bubble meant that nothing bad would happen to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you guys end up outside of space and time. There's nothing left. Because that's what I'm thinking.
That could have happened.
That very well could have happened.
That could have happened.
So you end up in
Then
this...
we explore nothing for the rest of the game.
Then there is nothing.
Yeah. Whatever.
So then it's like, we're in this abyss.
Yeah. Trying to find our way back home.
And
Now
you
we're playing Voyager.
But you can't because there's nothing.
We don't know that. We just know there's nothing around us.
We're exploring nothingness.
You know what else I found out? The transporter's murder.
Yeah?
Yeah. Think about how the transporter works in Star Trek. It breaks down your atoms, right? It breaks down your atoms, stores it in the computer, and then reassembles them. Basically like a replicator does when you order food.
Yep.
The problem is, you can't store matter into a computer. You can only store it in binary code as ones and zeros. So every time you step on a transporter, you die. The computer breaks you down into ones and zeros, killing you. And then puts the ones and zeros together into a replicator, replicates you, and you move on. But you're dead.
But matter comes out.
Yes, because it's a replicator.
I don't understand the science behind it.
I don't either. It's the only thing in Star Trek that'll never work is a transporter. Everything else is theoretically possible.
Maybe it's just a poofer.
Poofer?
Maybe a poof from one place to another.
Poof,
just a nice poof.
Poof. Poof. Poof. No,
Like,
you die.
stand here, poof.
No, you die.
We don't know that.
You do. That's what happens.
You weren't there.
Yeah. I was.
You're not a scientist.
You don't know.
I'm a doctor.
You don't know what I do in my spare time.
No, I have no idea.
There's a lot of this. Smoking on myself.
Smoking on myself.
That's a lot of that.
I'm going to write a book. And I'm going to call it Smoking on Myself. Smoking on myself, fucking the bed.
Yeah, that's the sequel.
So did you see the picture that I posted for you?
I did. We were driving back from Texas, and I hear Level 1 just start laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck? He just posted. I was like, you fucking ass. Yes, the bed never forgets. You know why? Because I rocked the fucking bed's world. Rock that shit.
You raped it.
No, it was willing.
It was unwilling to, or unknowing, or unexpecting. It was unable
It was fine.
to fight back.
I guess if I had money to pick up that shit, I might not stop at the house.
Roger's digging through his wallet right
I
now.
got $20. That should be good enough to get milk, eggs.
He's got a 20 spot in there, guys. Don't worry about him. He's gonna be okay. Easter is safe.
Easter is safe.
And you're gonna hear this after Easter, so I'm gonna apologize ahead of time.
I'm not. Fuck you guys, you listeners out there.
You know what I say we do?
What do we do?
So we are gonna do a dad jokes battle.
Yeah, next episode. Like, we're going to stare each other in the face. We're going to live cast that.
I say we live cast it next week.
How do we live cast next week?
We'll pick a day, get together.
So you don't want to do the Dad's Battle on the podcast?
Nope.
Well, but I want to do a Dad's Battle.
We'll still do a Dad's Battle podcast. It's just going to be next week. Do it during the week. Hold on. Hear me out here. It's not sad, actually. It's a good thing because I don't want to... A lot of people are doing stuff right now because of the holiday. I do because they're the ones that watch it and listen.
They don't listen. It's just you and I in our little room talking to a thing.
It's just you and I talking at an inanimate object, recording
That's all we're doing.
Putting it into cyberspace, having people download it.
Look, we don't get that far. We just put it on cyberspace, and that's it.
No, we don't. Like, I pay attention to that. You pay attention to that.
I don't pay attention to that. I couldn't tell you the last time I looked at our numbers. It was before the 100th episode. Way before the 100th episode.
It's not been that long.
Like 2 weeks before the 100th episode.
No, whatever.
Yeah. I don't look at our numbers anymore. I'm past that. I'm beyond that. You know why?
Because people care.
Because people are out there.
That's all I needed to know.
That's it. So you don't want to do the dad show?
We're gonna do it during the week.
I can't do it during the week. Next week is a horrible week for me.
Why?
Because we'll talk about that off the air, but it involves like the 9 to 5 and people not being there and shit like that.
We'll talk. I've got a plan.
I'm mumbling now.
I have a plan. Your
plans don't come together.
They do.
They never do.
They always do.
Your plans never come together.
We're here now.
Hey, you know what?
What?
We're going to Chicago.
Yes, we are. Chicago Comic-Con. Entertain the Geeky.
You know what I want to see?
What's up?
I want to see. I think it's time we need to go back. I can't believe I'm going here. It's time we need to go back to the big giant monster movies. Not like Godzilla, but like a small town invaded by big ass, like big ass spiders, or 8-legged freaks. I mean, like I want to see more creature features.
They did a bunch of those a couple years back, and they were all garbage.
No, because they were done horribly. Like I want to see good movies done, like ants, like maybe not giant creatures, but like just like. Hey, guess what? Rattlesnakes are not killing people again, or ants are eating your face. Birds, yeah. Yeah, I want to see creature features again.
Okay.
I do. I really enjoy the creature features.
I'm not the biggest fan of them.
Because?
I just can't get into them. It's, you know how, like, there's just stuff and you're just like, meh. That's one of those things for me. I'm just like, meh.
I like slugs.
Well, slugs would be hilarious. Could you imagine?
I'll bring that over for you to watch.
I've not seen it.
You've not seen... Okay, so Slugs was a book first. Well, there was 2 books for Slugs, and then they made it into a B movie in the 80s.
Oh God,
dude! There's a scene where his wife makes a salad. She's chopping a salad, and there's a slug inside the salad, and the guy eats it. He's like, oh, he goes and he's like, I have a headache. The next day he's got a headache, but he has to go to work. So he's sitting there eating lunch.
Slug crawls out of his mouth.
Oh no, out of his eyes and nose and mouth, like little white fluke worm things.
Oh, nasty!
Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. That movie is so good.
It's so gross. So gross.
There's a scene,
so good.
Like, since it's a horror movie, there is that, and it's an 80s horror movie, there's that teenage sex going on.
Oh, yeah.
Where like they're boning, they're just getting it, right? And these slugs are covering the floor and they don't realize it, but they're getting it. Lady gets up to get her man a sandwich because she's a teenager and doesn't know any better at this point.
Yeah.
You know, back when it was good, when,
everything was okay.
Everything was okay. She jumps down to get him a sandwich. We just
lost 3 listeners right there.
Whatever. When you were young, girls were like, "Oh, I'll get you whatever." Now they're like, "Wait a minute." They realize that we'll get our own damn sandwiches,
and you get yours.
You're right.
And
that's
you're
how
like,
it works.
"Fuck it, I'm going to McDonald's."
I'm going to McDonald's.
I didn't want to hang out with you anyway.
That's not true. Maybe. But anywho, she steps down on the slugs so she steps down on the slugs, start eating her feet. It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie.
Now I have to watch this.
Yeah, I'll bring it
over.
Well,
no, I thought you were joking.
No,
I thought you
it's
were
a
just
legit...
throwing a concept out there, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
It's a legit movie. I'll bring it over.
That's so fucked up.
I'm bringing it over. You can watch it.
They wrote 2 books on it?
Yeah, the 2 books.
That's what's blowing my mind right now.
The 2 books.
They're like, oh, we'll get 2 books out of this,
I actually have the book, too.
Oh, God.
I went through a phase in my life where I was like, hey, I enjoyed that movie. Let me read the book that it's based on. Which is why I read Nothing Lasts Forever. Die Hard.
I bought a Godzilla book.
Which Godzilla book?
It was after the movie came out in the 90s, 96.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, it was bad.
It
was bad.
The ID Godzilla?
Yep. And then I also bought a X-Men book after the first X-Men movie came out. The X-Men book was actually decent. So, obviously it's set in the movie universe.
Yeah.
But the first few chapters of the book are describing how, like, the mainstay X-Men get their powers.
They hit puberty.
But it was explaining stresses that were going on in their lives and all that. And
Scott Summers was jerking off because they always said you'd go blind.
No, he was at like a school dance or something.
I don't care about that.
And his date ditched him.
Oh.
Yeah, the pretty boy Scott got ditched. So
Fuck him.
He's like, my eyes burnt, so I went to the bathroom, and then he fucking blew the bathroom wall apart. Storm was having rocks or something thrown at her, and she was so mad at the kids, and she wanted to make them hurt. That's
not how Storm got her powers, though. Fuck that. No, it was during some Ugandan bullshit crisis thing, and this is why she's claustrophobic, too, because the building fell on her, and there's a whole thing.
Yeah, I know that it's not the same, but it was fun.
I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Quit changing my shit!
This was freaking 17 years ago.
Was it?
Yes.
Is the movie already that old?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine for 17 years.
Jesus Christ.
And now he's not.
Now he's not.
So, guys, we're going to end things on that note.
I feel like we just got started.
Now he's not. Go to entertainthegeeky.com. Follow us on all of our social media. You can give us those likes, loves, comments, subscribe, whatever.
Except for you, level 1, you're still permabanned.
I think you should say stuff anyway, just to spite him.
He never gave us our bacon-wrapped anything.
Oh, dude, I made my own bacon-wrapped shit. I don't need him. Remember when we had bacon-wrapped asparagus?
That was before the infraction.
I feel like the infraction has been, like, 2 years ago. I
Look,
feel like
look,
you
look,
created
look.
the infraction with him a long time
It's
ago.
called permaban for a reason.
Oh my god. Your DCI ban.
10-year DCI ban, Kevin.
You gotta create a new one.
Sorry, level 1.
You gotta create a new DCI
Well,
for EG.
So basically, like he's gonna go home and create a Facebook page called Level 1.
Oh, that would be amazing. I hope to God he ditches his regular Facebook page. Level 1, in parentheses, Kevin Freeman.
That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome. Kevin, you will have my admiration and respect.
I would unpermaban you for that.
So that he can go back to using
Like,
his
no,
original
that-
account.
No. Well, yeah. That's just because he went through the trouble to make one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but then he'd be, no, you're no longer banned.
No longer.
Because you made that effort.
Right. That's all it is. It's an effort.
Oh my god. Guys,
Choppy stick.
stay geeky.
Choppy stick.